Hello everyone, I am Professor Vaibhav Shah. Welcome to yet another lecture on engineering course. In today's lecture, we are going to learn how to draw an involute of a hexagon. Practically, there are many types of involutes possible, like involute of a circle, involute of a square, involute of a pentagon, involute of a hexagon, and so on. In subsequent lectures, we will be learning each of these types one by one. If you like my content and teaching style, then do not forget to like and subscribe to show your love and support. And try to share it with your friends, which might help them to clarify their concepts. Now, let us begin with one of the problems. Problem 1. Construct the involute of a hexagon of sides 20 mm. Draw the tangent and normal to the involute at any point. So here, obviously, we have to construct the involute of a hexagon, and hexagon is having the 20 mm side, and later on, we will be drawing tangent and normal to that involute at any point. So you can select any random point on the curve and you can draw tangent and normal at that point. Now, before that, let us list down some of the assumptions which we are taking in the account. So first, we'll be taking unwinding of the string in this case, and the length of the string would be 6 into L, which is the length of the perimeter of your hexagon. Now, so what is the required length of the string? So required length of the string is the length of the string to cover the complete outer periphery of your hexagon. So if you want to cover the complete periphery of hexagon by string, so we may require 6L length of your string. Now 6 is nothing but the total number of sides of hexagon, and L is a single side length. So 6 into 20, that means we require 120 mm of total length of string to cover the complete of your hexagon. So now let us draw one hexagon with 20 mm as a sides. So we have drawn one hexagon with 20 mm as a sides. After drawing the hexagon, you must specify the points A, B, C, D, E, F, G to specify or to denote the hexagon. Now, after that, you have to draw from any corner point one horizontal line exactly equal to the length of your required length or your perimeter of your hexagon, which is 120 mm. So for that's a reason we have drawn one horizontal line of 120 mm. After that, we must draw the tangent lines from each of the points. So let us draw tangent line from these points. So you have to just draw the extension line from this point C, which is nothing but your tangent line. Extension line from D, this is nothing but your tangent line from D. Extension line from your point E, which is nothing but your tangent line to this point E. Extension line from your F, this is nothing but your tangent line from your F. And extension line from your point A, this is nothing but your tangent line from your point A. Now after that, we must keep in mind that this is our unwinding operation. That means we will start from here. So now take A as a center. First take out your rounder. Take A as a center, A, B as a radius. Draw one circular arc like this. It will intersect somewhere here the tangent line of A, and you will be having this point as P1. Now change the center to new center F. Take F as a center, P1 as a radius, draw one circular arc like this, and this circular arc will cut this tangent line of F somewhere here to get this point P2. Now change the center to E. Now take E as a center and E P2 as a radius, draw one circular arc like this, and this circular arc will cut this tangent line of E, and you will be having this point as P3. Now change the center to your center D, put your round at point D, and take the radius equal to D P3, and try to draw this circular arc like this. And this circular arc will intersect this tangent line of D, and you will be having this point as P4. Now change the center to your center C, take the radius is equal to C till P4 on a rounder. Try to draw this circular arc. This circular arc will intersect the tangent line of this C. It will give you P5 point. Now finally select the point D as a center, D P5 as your radius. Try to draw this circular arc, and this circular arc will intersect this final horizontal line somewhere here, and this will give you point P6. So we have got these points P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, and we have also generated this automatically generated curve by your arc generation. So this is nothing but your involute of a hexagon. After that, let us specify the radiuses. So we have used this radius RAB, so we can specify this radius as RAB. Now for this case, we have used FP1 as a radius to draw this curve, so we can call it this as RFP1. Now we have changed the center EP2 used for this curve, so we can write down EP2 for this radius. Now we have used DP3 for next curve, so we can write down DP3 for next radius. Now for next curve we have used CP4 as a radius, so we can write down for next radius RC4. And for final radius we have used B as a center, B5 as a radius, so we can call it as RB5 as a radius. So that's all from involute point of view. Now let us see, draw the tangent and normal to the involute at any point. So let us select any random point on this involute curve. So I have selected this point on the involute curve. So simply select any point on the involute curve. Now connect this point with your center point of that curve. So this curve is generated by D as a center and DP3 as a radius. This curve is generated. So this point is generated by this D as a center. So you have to just connect this line to this curve. So this is nothing but your line, which is known as normal. So you have to extend this line somewhere here upwards, which I have not extended. So in examination, you have to extend this line. So you will extend this line and this line will give you normal. And to this line, you will generate 190-degree line to this line, and this is nothing but your tangent, ED dash. So always you have to specify this tangent and normal by small doctor's plus here. So you can have this very clearly indicated that this is my normal and this is my tangent. So now let us move to one more example for better understanding. Problem 2. Construct the involute of a hexagon having its perimeter 150 mm. Draw the tangent and normal to the involute at any point. So before moving ahead, let us list down our assumptions here. Here we are assuming that winding of string and the length of string is exactly equal to the circumferential length of your hexagon, which is nothing but your 6L. So now let us start with the calculation first. So required length of string must be exactly equal to the perimeter of your hexagon, which is nothing but a 6L. 6 is the total number of sides and L is the number of length of your single side. So it is given as 150 mm. So here our task is to find out the length of the hexagon. So hence the length of the hexagon is equal to 25 mm. So we must draw one hexagon with 25 mm sides. After drawing this hexagon, we have to specify these points as A, B, C, D, E and F. So this is your hexagon. Now after specifying this hexagon, you have to select any corner point. So I have selected this corner point A, and you have to draw one horizontal line which is exactly equal to the required length of the string, or you can say the perimeter of the hexagon, which is 150 mm. Now after drawing this line, we must draw the tangent from each of the point. You have to just extend this line from B, so it will be the tangent from B. You have to extend this line from the C, so it will be the tangent from your point C. You have to just simply extend the line from your D, so you will be having this tangent from D. You have to just extend the line from your point E, so you will be having the tangent from E. You have to just extend this line from your F, you will be having tangent from your point F. Now, after this, we will be having the final stage. So take out your rounder. Now put your rounder at center point A. Take the radius equal to A till A dash and try to draw this circular arc. We will be having this circular arc drawn, and this circular arc will cut this tangent line of B somewhere here at point A1. Now change the center to this center B. Now B as a center, B A1 as a radius, draw this another circular arc, and this circular arc will this time intersect the tangent line of C somewhere here. You will be having this point as A2. Now change the center to your point C. Take C as a center, A2 as a radius, draw one another circular arc, and this circular arc will intersect the tangent line from D somewhere here to get your point A3. Now change the center to your center D. Take the radius equal to D A3 on your rounder. Try to draw one another arc. It will intersect your tangent line from E, and you will be having your point A4. Now change the center to your center E. Now E as a center, E4 as a radius, EA4 as a radius, draw one circular arc, and which will intersect your tangent line of F somewhere here. You will be having A5 point. Now change the center to your final center F. Take radius equal to FA5 and try to draw this arc, and it will close the curve at point A. If your curve and your drawing is correct, then you will have the final point of this curve exactly superimposing your point A. if you are not getting this thing correct, then you must practice 2 or 3 times more to get your curve corrected. So this is nothing but your involute, and it is involute of your hexagon. So this is all from my side. If you have enjoyed my lecture, then do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Keep learning, stay connected. Bye-bye.